The Sun. Head out to a blistering post-apocalyptic of this first-person RPG. A dream for fans of survival games, The Sun follows the tale of a society struggling to survive under the Earth's now radioactive star. As governments crash and civilizations torn apart, it's every man for himself. Gather weapons, improvise your abilities, and live through the darkest days of a dying planet. Slated to release on the Android and the iOS platforms, it's not an impressive feat in terms of graphics, but the gameplay seems promising enough. It's set to release sometime this fall. Zwei, the Ilvard Insurrection. After 8 long years, Falcom's adorable 2009 classic has finally been confirmed for a Western release. Take their characters through a thrilling adventure centered on a delicious realm of food. With Alwyn and Ragna, you'll discover the wondrous secrets of the world as you attempt to take back your castle. Fall in love with a colorful cast of characters and immerse yourself in their compelling narrative. Originally slated for a summer release, it's been delayed to sometime this fall. 7. The Days Long Gone. Explore another post-apocalyptic world in this isometric RPG. Lurk through the shadows of the bleak Pe Island as you take on the shoes of the city's master thief. Like an isometric Assassin's Creed, play around its sandbox open world, performing death-defying tricks and executing aerial executions, just to steal from your unwitting victims. Powered by the Unreal Engine 4, this universe made from scratch is vibrant, detailed, and alive with cel-shaded backdrops and intricate designs. It's a sight for sore eyes and we can't wait to get our hands on it. Unfortunately, no release date yet. Battle Chasers Nightwar. Enter harm's way in this modern turn-based RPG styled in the manner of the classic JRPGs. With their colorful dungeons and stylish character designs, it feels like a turn-based version of Runic's Torchlight series. Choose up to 3 heroes and begin your journey in the town of Harm's Way. Venture into the randomly generated dungeons, uncover secrets, collect loot, and upgrade your skills with every level. It delivers beauty in the 3rd and 2nd dimension, with cute dialogue and stunning landscapes. It's set to release on October 3rd. Pathfinder Kingmaker. We've had plenty of Dungeons & Dragons games in the past, but this time, the younger of the tabletop giants take the stage with this successful Kickstarter campaign. Reaching the funding goal of 500,000, Owlcat Games brings the world an isometric RPG world that all fans can enjoy. Create your kingdom in the Golarion region, and bask in the game's lush environments and smooth animations. It's an expanded Pathfinder universe with new events, companions, and dangers, so carve your own destiny once it releases sometime this 2018. The Banner Saga 3. Another masterpiece born out of the crowdfunding platform. Stoic's critically acclaimed Banner Saga draws to a close with the upcoming release of this awaited 3rd installment. This tactical role-playing game puts you at the helm of the Viking caravan, letting you decide for the fate of each survivor with choice-driven scenarios that lead to tangible outcomes. However prevalent the themes of melancholia are, the game offers a refreshing contrast with their breathtaking landscapes, beautiful animations, and satisfying turn-based combat. Witness the end of an excellent saga as it releases sometime in 2018. The Bard's Tale 4. A fantasy RPG series that began in the late 1980s. Bard's Tale makes an explosive comeback to the efforts of InXile Entertainment. An intriguing twist on classic dungeon crawling, jump into magical forests and eerie caverns as you savor every step in their spellbinding first-person perspective. Partake in turn-based battles against the creatures of the land, all rendered with magnificent details. While the 2D portrait party system does steal a bit of its shimmer, it's still a delightful remake to look forward to. It's set to release in 2018. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. After the release of their complete edition, packed with all the tools to experience Eora in full, Obsidian Entertainment expands our horizons with this upcoming sequel. Set after the events of the previous game, return to the role of the Watcher as he ventures to a whole new region with a whole lot of dangers to overcome. Board your new ship and sail off to the eponymous Deadfire to confront the God of Light. Pillar's first sequel promises to build on the strengths of the original and adding a bit more freedom to the mix. It's set to release in 2018. Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. Jump into Warhammer's trademark suits and dive into this isometric RPG experience set in their futuristic universe. Play as one of the many space marines and explore the isolated regions of the Caligari sector. Amidst the quiet outer space is a cluster of planets brimming chaos and destruction. This Neo-Core production packs the franchise's grim aesthetics as well as their intense and frantic combat. Currently available on early access, it's scheduled for official in 2018. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. It's a good year for JRPG fans on the PC. While we're enjoying the arrival of Trails of Cold Steel last August, it's a relief to know that its award-winning sequel is also heading to the platform. With new additions sprinkled in their latest release, we're also expecting a slew of awesome extras to come for their upcoming game. Witness Nihon Falcom's masterful strokes in one of the best JRPGs of the modern generation. No official release date yet. Dauntless. Easily comparable to Capcom's Monster Hunter series, this is a co-op action RPG that pits you against the behemoths of nature. Use your wide array of weapons and customize it to your heart's content. Forge your legend in its harsh lands and make use of the game's ether absorption techniques and combos. It has its own unique visual flair, but since it's on its closed beta for a while now, it's gonna keep every MH fan busy until its imminent release. It's coming soon this 2018. Kingdom Come Deliverance, a Kickstarter product. Warhorse Studios' ambitious open-world RPG weaves us into a different kind of medieval tale. Kingdom Come offers a realistic experience rooted in the everyday struggles of the Middle Ages, with historically accurate castles, knights, and open-field battles. The game shows us that history has enough intrigue and disasters for a good bit of fun. Setting its foundation on the strengths of the genre, it boasts branching dialogue, a collection of classes to choose from, and of course, a customizable skill tree. It's all your favorite RPGs, all rolled into one historic release. Coming to the PC this February 13th. Vampyr. Awaken the monster within as Dauntless steps away from their usual dramatic adventures. Play as Jonathan, a vampire by night, doctor by day. It's set in the 1980s London where sickness roams in every corner. Similar to their consequential choices in Life is Strange, players will encounter branching choices that ultimately lead to the game's multiple endings. Not to mention, players can finish the game without even killing anyone. It's your choice to devour the living, or you aid them. Combat is a blood-curdling third-person hack-and-slash fun. Strike your enemies with your supernatural powers and show them the might of the vampire. It's coming this November 2017. South Park: The Fractured Butthole. Trey Parker and Matt Stone's Monster has a sequel. The stick of truth may have been long gone, but South Park's constant stupidity continues to evolve. The Fractured Butthole takes you once again to the shoes of the new kid as he gets caught in a spiral of superhero issues with Cartman and his crew. Boy oh boy. Pick your difficulty by choosing your skin color and save the town of South Park one fart at a time. It's coming this October 17. Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. Set yourself up for some classic warfare as you mount your horse and ride into their improved full-scale castle sieges. Or you could make use of its sandbox gameplay to enhance your reputation or fight against lowly bandits with their complex and satisfying combat. Each NPC you meet in their world will have their own alignments and desires, so you'll never know what to expect, and that's a good thing. No release date yet, but we hope it's coming soon. ELEX. Piranha Bytes is giving the world another experience in the realm of sci-fi fantasies. From the makers of Gothic and Risen, step inside a true open-world game. It shares similarities with Nintendo's recent hit, Breath of the Wild. Dive into the sandy dunes, volcanic territories, Arctic mountains, and lush rainforests along with various competing factions. With the land of Magellan devastated by a catastrophe, 4 groups fight to the death to gather the famed ELEX essence. While its demos have exhibited some bugs, it still feels like a good game if they manage to pull it off. Coming this October 17. Cyberpunk 2077. After Witcher 3's massive success, it's time they raise the bar high in their new futuristic IP. CD Projekt Red is currently busy developing this game. Unfortunately, there were no news and no new details so far except for their cinematic trailer that shows the game's stunning new cyberpunk atmosphere. The only thing we know so far is that CD Projekt Red is amping up the game's budget compared to Witcher 3's. And if that's not good news for you, I don't know what is. In CDPR we trust. It's coming this 2018 and maybe this early 2019. Middle-earth Shadow of War. The war against the darkness continues in Monolith Productions' sequel to their Middle-earth saga. Jump back into Tolkien's complex fantasy world and embark on a more sophisticated adventure with the Ranger Talion and the Spirit Ringmaker Celebrimbor. This hack-and-slash adventure is teeming with more possibilities, except for its absurd microtransactions. Famous for their Nemesis system, this sequel builds upon its foundations, and allowing you to create your own stories within its realm. Forge alliances, build your own orc armies, and capture Sauron's territories with siege missions. It's coming this October 10, 2017. Final Fantasy XV. Celebrating their success with their PS4 and Xbox One release, Square Enix's latest Final Fantasy game made its way to the PC. Follow Noctis and his band of brothers as they try to stop an evil empire from taking their entire kingdom. Embrace its refined combat system similar to the Kingdom Hearts series. On this PC release, expect a few visual enhancements and some added content for the brave warriors of Eos. The game's various DLCs including Episode Gladio and Prompto will be available to play alongside more bonus contents. It's coming this 2018. Monster Hunter World. Capcom goes global with their critically acclaimed action RPG franchise. Be the monster hunter and roam around the vast wastelands, jungles, forests, and more to fulfill your objectives. This time, seek the aid of your friends in online mode and witness Monster Hunter in its full glory. Dubbed as the original Dark Souls, buff up your character and throw him into an ecosystem filled with beauty and danger. Embrace its new improvements such as weapon abilities, gameplay overhauls, and monster types. It's coming worldwide on January 2018.
You may get these games right now by clicking the links below.